He's broken every limit, defied every expectation. Jinwoo Sung is no longer the hunter he used to be. But a new challenge is waiting, hidden in the most unlikely of places. A simple mission is about to become a deadly game, where trust is a liability, and every shadow hides a new threat. The climb to the top continues. But the higher you rise, the farther you have to fall. Jinwoo stood outside Disung Tower. At night, the empty streets had a creepy vibe. Pulling his hood forward to avoid cameras, he used the key and found himself in a completely different world. The modern skyscraper was gone, replaced by a massive medieval spire covered in blackish-red flames. This dungeon was different. The key remained in his pocket, and a quick test confirmed he could leave anytime he wanted. He wasn't trapped. This was a crucial advantage. As Jinwoo approached, the sound of flickering flames grew louder. But before he could even consider entering, he sensed a powerful presence. A massive black animal was curled up, sleeping near the door. Jinwoo quietly summoned Kasaka's Venom Fang. The creature sniffed the air and got to its feet. Its 3 heads swiveled toward Jinwoo. Hell's Gatekeeper Cerberus. The name glowed in threatening red letters. This was a high-level monster. But Jinwoo wasn't the same hunter he used to be. His heightened perception told him he could take it. Cerberus rushed at him with shocking speed. Jinwoo slid underneath it, barely avoiding its sharp teeth. As the 3 heads snapped at him, a notification appeared. The buff for title, Wolf Assassin, has been activated. His abilities increased by 40%. He felt his body get lighter. But even with the buff, he could barely block the monster's relentless attacks. He tried to use his murderous intent skill, but a message flashed. The debuff had been cancelled out by the opponent's high resistance. Then, Cerberus's whip-like tail, tipped with fire, cracked down. Jinwoo ducked, but the move left him off balance. Seizing the opening, one of Cerberus's heads bit down on his left shoulder. He stabbed his dagger between the creature's eyes. But again, the paralysis and drain debuffs were negated by its high resistance. He managed to escape, but his left shoulder was torn up, his arm unmovable. The situation grew even more dire. Cerberus's eyes began to glow red. Ping! Hell's Gatekeeper Cerberus has used skill, Rage. All of Cerberus's abilities will be increased by 2 times for 3 minutes. What? Jinwoo cried out. A monster could use a skill? Enraged, Cerberus charged. Before Jinwoo could react, it was on him. All 3 mouths bit down simultaneously on his neck, side, and thigh, slamming him against the castle door. Wham! His HP plummeted. HP 411/3, 602. But he had been counting the seconds. 178, 179, 180. The 3 minutes of its rage skill were over. It was now or never. Accept reward 1. He activated the full recovery reward he had saved from his daily quest. Blue light enveloped him, healing his wounds completely. With his body restored, Jinwoo wrapped his arm around Cerberus's neck and drove his dagger into its throat, stabbing over and over. The monster struggled, but the victor had been decided. You have defeated Hell's Gatekeeper Cerberus. You have leveled up. He had gained 4 levels from the single brutal fight. As he caught his breath, he collected his rewards: the castle door key, Cerberus's fangs, and a remarkable item, the warden's collar. After debating if it's a good idea, he put it on. The spiked collar vanished, but its effect was immediate. His agility stat jumped to a staggering 80. He now held the key to the castle itself. But he had barely survived the gatekeeper. He looked up at the flaming tower, its top shrouded in fog. He wouldn't know what was inside until he went in. He shook his head. Not yet. He would withdraw for today, but he would be back. After days of waiting for Jinho's strike squad to form, Jinwoo grew restless. No freelance work would take an E-rank hunter. His only option was to wait for a call from the Hunters Association that never seemed to come. A trip to the supermarket to fill his empty fridge led to an unexpected encounter. He was found by Mr. Song, the veteran hunter from the double dungeon. Mr. Song was shocked and relieved to see Jinwoo, especially his fully healed leg. But Jinwoo noticed Mr. Song's left sleeve was empty. He had lost his arm in the dungeon. Despite this, Mr. Song brushed off the injury, and instead bowed deeply to Jinwoo, thanking him sincerely for saving the lives of those who survived the temple. Their conversation was cut short by a phone call. Mr. Song tried to hide it, but Jinwoo's heightened perception heard everything. It was the association, summoning hunters for a raid. When Mr. Song tried to leave alone to protect him, Jinwoo stopped him. His mind was made up. "I'm coming too," Jinwoo stated, his tone leaving no room for argument. The wait was over. Jinwoo and Mr. Song arrived at the raid location, a gate near a residential area blocked off by police. The gathering of hunters was small. Among them were two familiar faces, Kim and another hunter who had left Jinwoo in the double dungeon. They avoided his gaze, clearly ashamed. Jinwoo met Kim's nervous glance with a cold stare, and the man quickly backed away. The reunion was interrupted by Juhee, who rushed over and hugged Jinwoo, relieved to see him safe and his leg miraculously healed. Her joy was cut short by the arrival of a van. From it emerged 3 hunters in prisoner uniforms, escorted by a man in a suit. The association employee explained they were probational prisoners, convicted hunters reducing their sentences by raiding. The man in the suit was Taesik Kang, a B-rank hunter from the surveillance team, there to supervise. While the other hunters were reassured by the B-rank presence, Jinwoo felt an immediate unease. His heightened perception sensed hostility from the group. He quietly urged Juhee not to join the raid. She refused, insisting she would go if he did. Knowing how stubborn she could be, Jinwoo reluctantly agreed, confident he could protect her. After Taesik unlocked the prisoner's handcuffs, Mr. Song led the way into the gate. Jinwoo entered with Juhee holding tightly to his sleeve, her trauma from their last ordeal still fresh. The atmosphere was thick with tension, and Jinwoo's instincts screamed that something was very wrong. The dungeon was filled with weak goblins. For Jinwoo, they were no challenge at all. Even holding back his power, his skill was visibly superior, leaving Chiyul and Juhee impressed. But a constant, frustrating message echoed in his mind. Experience will not increase because the enemy's level is too low. The raid was a waste of time. He couldn't level up, and the essence stones were worthless. He realized there was no reason to stay with the association if this was the work they offered. The party reached a fork in the path and decided to split up. Guided by his perception, Jinwoo led his group down the left tunnel, sensing the boss lay at its end. As they fought through more goblins, human screams suddenly echoed from another tunnel. They rushed toward the sound and found Taesik Kang, the B-rank supervisor, kneeling and covered in blood. "Be careful! Those bastards might still be here," he gasped, collapsing. Juhee rushed to heal him, but as she reached out, Taesik sprang up, his hand charged with magic, aiming for her neck. His attack was stopped inches from its target. Jinwoo held Taesik's wrist in an iron grip. Shocked, Taesik tried to pummel Jinwoo with his other fist, but Jinwoo dodged and blocked with ease. The two erupted into a blistering exchange of blows, moving at a speed that left Chiyul and Juhee stunned. Jinwoo was fighting a B-rank hunter to a standstill. Jinwoo glared. "The blood on your clothes. That's not yours, is it?" "That's right," Taesik admitted, shaking out his wrists. "This is the blood of those bastards." He was amazed. He hadn't expected to find a hunter of this caliber here. His curiosity overpowered him. "Who are you? What's your rank?" Gripping his dagger tightly, Jinwoo answered. "Jinwoo Sung, E rank." And so the facade has finally cracked. In a single moment, Jinwoo has revealed a glimpse of the immense power lurking beneath his E-rank status. But with one secret uncovered, even more questions arise. What is the true goal of this corrupted hunter? And now that Jinwoo has been forced to show his hand, what consequences will follow?